Telephone company.
Oh, the phone. Good, come on in.
That's quite a climb you got there.
Yeah, it's 5 flights, if you don't count the front stoop.
I counted the stoop. Paul Bratter, right?
Mrs. Paul Bratter.
Princess phone.
The little one that lights up in beige?
The little one that lights up in beige. Oh.
Would you like a glass of water?
Please.
I'd offer you soda or beer, but we haven't got anything yet.
Oh, no, a glass of water's fine.
Except we haven't got a glass either.
Oh, geez.
See, nothing's arrived yet. You could put your head under and just slurp.
I'm okay. Just a little out of shape. Oh, no. So, what about the phone?
Oh, the phone. Gee, I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
Well, it depends on what you're gonna do with the room. Is gonna have furniture in here?
Oh, yes, it's on its way up.
Heavy furniture?
I tell you what, just put it over here and give me a long extension cord. If I can't find a place for it, I'll just hang it out the window.
Fair enough. Oh.
Oh, I'm awful sorry about those stairs.
You really gonna live up here, huh? I mean, every day?
Every day.
You don't mind it?
Mind it. I love this apartment. Well, it does discourage people.
What people?
Oh, mothers, friends, relatives, mothers. I mean, nobody just pops in on you if they have to climb 5 flights.
You're newlywed, right?
6 days. What gave me away?
Hey, I watch What's My Line a lot.
Oh, I hope that's the furniture.
I don't want to see this.
Hello, Bloomingdale's!
Gordon Taylor!
Gordon Taylor. Must be another wedding gift from my mother. She sends me wedding gifts twice a day.
Well, I hope it's an electric heater.
Really? Is it cold in here?
I can't grip the screwdriver. Maybe the steam's off.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's it.
Just turn it on, it'll come right up.
It is on. It's just not coming up.
Oh, well, that's these old brownstones for you.
Well, I prefer it that way. It's a medical fact, you know, that steam is very bad for you.
Yeah? In February?
Just put him down anywhere.
I know.
What's this?
I think he wants you to sign it.
Oh, yeah, okay. There you go. Oh, hold on. There you are. Are you gonna be all right? It's a shame, isn't it? Giving such hard work to an old man.
He's probably only 25. They age fast on this route. Hello, Ed. Yeah. On Eldorado 58191. Give me a straight check.
Is that my number? Eldorado 58191. That has a nice sound, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful number. So hello? Good work, Mr. Bell. You've done it again. Well, you got your phone. As my mother would say, may your first call be from the sweepstakes.
My very own phone.
Whoa.
Ooh, it gives you a sense of power, doesn't it? Can I make a call yet?
Your bill started 2 minutes ago.
Okay, let me think. Who can I call? I know.
Oh, by the way, my name's Harry Pepper. And if you ever have any trouble with this phone, please, do me a favor. Don't ask for Harry Pepper.
Huh.
What's the matter? Bad news?
It's going to be cloudy tonight with a light snow.
And just think, you'll be the first one in the city to see it fall.
Oh, please. Let that be the furniture and not Paul, so that Paul can see the apartment with furniture in it. Hello?
It's me!
Oh, hi, Paul. Well, I guess he sees the apartment without furniture.
How long did you say you was married?
6 days.
You won't know it's empty till June. Well, Eldorado 58191, you have a nice marriage. And may you soon have many extensions. Right, jeez.
Maureen, where are you?
Up here, hon. Top floor. Oh, my goodness, the phone. Hello? Yes, it is. Yes, he is. Oh, wait, I mean, he's on his way up. Could you hold on for just 2 more floors? Okay, hold on. Hey, Paul, darling, hurry up! Okay. Hello. Yeah, he'll be with you in 1 more flight. Thank you. Because the furniture didn't get here yet, and the paint didn't turn out exactly right, but I think it's going to be just beautiful. Paul? Paul, are you all right?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
He's coming, he's coming.
It's 6 flights. Did you know it's 6 flights? Oh.
It isn't. It's 5.
What's that big thing hanging outside the building?
It's not a flight. It's a stoop.
It may look like a stoop, but it climbs like a flight.
Is that all you have to say?
I didn't think I'd get that much out. It didn't seem like 6 flights when I first saw the apartment. Why is that?
That's because you didn't see the apartment. Don't you remember the woman wasn't home? You saw the 3rd floor apartment.
Yeah, that's why.
You don't like it. You really don't like it.
Oh, I do like it. I'm just waiting for my eyes to clear first.
I expected you to walk in here and say, wow.
I will. Okay. Wow.
Oh, Paul, it'll be beautiful, I promise you. You just came home too soon. Oh.
You know, I missed you.
You did?
Right in the middle of the Monday morning conference, I began to feel sexy.
Ooh, that's marvelous. Oh, boy. Let's take a cab back to the plaza. We still got an hour till checkout time.
We can't. We took a towel and 2 ashtrays. We're hot.
My gosh, you still love me.
After 6 days at the plaza, what's the trick?
But that was the honeymoon. Now we're on a regular schedule. So I thought you'd come home tonight and we'd shake hands and start the marriage.
How do you do?
Now it's my turn to say wow. For a lawyer, you're some good kisser.
For a kisser, I'm some good lawyer.
What does that mean? Did something happen? Is it something wonderful? Come on, for Pete's sake, tell me.
I'm not positive yet. The office is supposed to call and let me know in 5 minutes.
Oh, they called.
What?
Well, I mean, they're calling.
When?
Well, now, they're
Well,
calling.
where?
There,
Where?
there.
Corey, why didn't you tell me?
I forgot. You kissed me and got me all crazy.
Frank? Yeah, yes. Listen, what did Marshall... Oh, very funny. For a liar, I'm some good kisser. Come on, tell me. Well? You're kidding. The whole thing? Oh, Frank, baby, I love you. Oh, what do you mean, nervous? I passed the bar, didn't I? Yes, I'll go over everything tonight. I'll meet you in Shraps at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll go over the briefs together. Hey, what kind of a tie do I wear? I don't know. I thought maybe something flowing, like Oliver Wendell Holmes. Right. Did you hear?
What about tonight?
I've got to be in court tomorrow. I've got my first case.
Well, what about tonight?
I have to work tonight. Marshall has got to be in Washington tomorrow, and he wants me to take over with Frank, but it's really my case. Oh, Corey, baby, I'm going to be a lawyer.
Oh, that's wonderful. But I thought we were going to spend the night together.
Oh, we'll spend tomorrow night together. I hope I brought those affidavits.
I brought a black nightgown.
Marshall had everything laid out when I was at the office. It looked simple enough. A furrier is suing a woman for non-payment of bills.
Then I was going to cook you spaghetti with the white clam sauce in a bikini.
We're representing the furrier. He made 4 specially tailored coats for a woman living on Park Avenue. Now she doesn't want the coats.
Then I found this great thing on 8th Street. It's a crossword puzzle with dirty words.
The furrier can't get rid of the coats. She's only 4'8". He'd have to sell them to a rich little girl.
Then I thought I'd turn on a record and do an authentic Cambodian fertility dance.
Only problem was he didn't have a signed contract. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get you all hot and bothered, and you're summing up for the jury. This whole marriage is over.
Corey, honey, I'm sorry. I guess I'm pretty excited. You want me to be rich and famous, don't you?
During the day. At night, I want you to be here and sexy.
I will. Just as soon as Birnbaum versus Gump is over. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow night is your night. We'll do whatever you want.
Something wild, insane, and crazy?
I promise.
Like what?
Well, I'll come home early and we'll wallpaper each other.
Oh, Paul, that's wonderful. Can't we do it tonight?
No, we can't do it tonight because tonight I've got to work. Except where do I sit?
Oh, the furniture will be here by 5, they promised.
5, it's 5:30. What do we do, sleep in Bloomingdale's tonight?
They'll be here, Paul. They're probably just stuck in traffic.
Yes, well, what will we do tonight? I have got a case in court in the morning. Maybe we should check into a hotel.
We just checked out of a hotel. Listen, I don't care if the furniture doesn't come. I am sleeping in my apartment tonight.
Where? There's only room for one in the bathtub. Where's the bathtub?
There is no bathtub.
There's no bathtub?
There's a shower.
How am I going to take a bath?
You won't. You'll take a shower.
I don't like showers. I like baths. Corey, how am I going to take a bath?
You'll lie down in the shower and hang your feet over the sink. I'm sorry there's no bathtub, Paul.
Boy, of all the nights. You know, it's freezing in here. Isn't there any heat?
Oh, sure there's heat. We have a radiator.
The radiator's the coldest thing in the room.
It's probably the boiler. It's probably off in the whole building.
Well, it was warm coming up the stairs. I see, it's nice and warm out here.
Well, maybe it's because the apartment's empty.
The hall is empty, too, but it's warm out there.
Well, it'll be all right once I get a fire going.
Fire? You have to keep the flame going night and day. I'll call the landlord.
He isn't home.
Where is he?
In Florida. There's a handyman that comes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
You mean we freeze on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays?
He will be here in the morning.
Well, what will we do tonight? I got a case in court in the morning.
Will you stop saying it like you've always got a case in court in the morning? This is your first one.
Well, what will we do?
The furniture will be here. In the meantime, I will light the stove, and you can sit over the fire with your law books and a shawl like Abraham Lincoln.
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, it was supposed to be nasty. It just came out funny. What are you doing?
I'm checking to see if the windows are closed.
They're closed. I looked.
And why is it windy in here?
I don't feel a draft.
I didn't say draft. I said wind. There's a brisk northeasterly wind blowing in this room.
You don't have to get sarcastic, Paul.
I am not getting sarcastic. I'm getting chapped lips.
Well, how can there be wind in a closed room?
How's this for an answer? There's a hole in the skylight.
Gee, I never saw that before. Did you?
I didn't see the apartment before.
Now, Paul, don't get upset. I'm sure it'll be fixed. And we could plug it up with something for tonight.
How? How? That's 20 feet high. You'd have to fly it over in a plane and drop something in it.
Well, it's only for one night. And it's not that cold.
In February? Do you know what it's like in February at 3 o'clock in the morning? Ice cold freezing.
It's not going to be freezing. I called the Weather Bureau. It's going to be cloudy tonight with the lights...
What? What? A light what?
Snow.
Snow? It's gonna snow tonight? In here?
They're wrong as often as they're right.
I am going to be shoveling snow in my own living room.
It's a little hole.
With that wind, it could blow 6-foot drifts in the bathroom. Corey, I don't understand how you can be so calm about this.
Well, what is it that you want me to do?
Go to pieces like me. It's only natural.
I've got a better one. I'll keep you warm. And there's no charge for electricity.
I can see I don't have much of a law career ahead of me.
Good. I hope we starve and they find us up here dead in each other's arms.
Frozen skinny lovers found on 48th Street.
Are we in love again?
We're in love again.
The bed. I hope that's the bed. Hello, Bloomingdale's? Oh, God.
What's wrong?
Please let that be a woman delivering the furniture.
A woman?
But it's my mother.
Your mother now?
She couldn't wait just one more day.
No, Corey, you gotta get rid of her. I've got a case in court tomorrow.
It's ugly in here without furniture, isn't it? She's just gonna hate it, won't she? Corey, where are you? Up here, Mother! Top floor!
How am I gonna work tonight?
She'll think that this is the way we're gonna live, like gypsies in an empty store.
Maybe I ought to sleep at the office.
She will freeze to death. She will sit there in her fur coat and freeze to death.
I don't get you, Corey. 5 minutes ago, this was the Garden of Eden. Now it's suddenly Cannery Row.
She doesn't understand, Paul. She has a different set of values. She's practical. She's not young like us.
Well, I'm 26 and cold as hell.
One more floor, Mother! Oh, Paul, do me a favor. Don't tell her about the rent. If she asks, tell her you're not sure yet.
Not sure what my rent is? I have to know what my rent is. I'm a college graduate.
Well, can't you lie a little for me? You don't have to tell her it's $125 a month.
All right, how much is it?
60.
What?
65.
All right.
All right, 75. $75.63 a month, including gas and electricity. She'll believe that, won't she?
Anyone would believe that. It's the 125 that's hard to swallow.
She's taking a long time. I hope she's all right.
I can't lie about the stairs. She's going to figure out it's 6 floors all by herself.
Here she comes.
Look, just promise me one thing. Don't let her stay too long, because I have got a case in court in the morning.
I know. Mother!
Hello, Mom.
I can't breathe.
Take it easy, Mom.
I can't get my breath.
You should have rested.
I did. But there were always more stairs.
Help her, Paul.
Come on, Mom. Watch the step.
Oh, more stairs.
You want some water?
Later. I can't swallow yet.
Here, sit down.
Oh, my. Oh,
It's not that high, Mother.
I know, dear. It's not bad, really. What is it? 9 flights?
5. We don't count the stoop.
I didn't think I'd make it. If I'd known the people on the 3rd floor, I'd have gone to visit them.
Oh, this is a pleasant surprise, Mother.
Well, I really had no intention of coming over, but I had a luncheon in Westchester, and I thought, since it was on my way home, I'd just drop in for a few minutes.
On your way home to New Jersey?
Yes. Well, I came over the Whitestone Bridge and down the Major Deegan Highway, and now I'll just cut across town and onto the Henry Hudson Parkway and up to the George Washington Bridge. It's no extra trouble.
Sounds easy enough.
Yes.
We were going to ask you over on Friday.
Friday? Oh, good. I'll be here Friday. I'm not staying now. I'm sure you both must be very busy.
As a matter of fact,
Besides, Aunt Harriet is ringing the bell for me in 10 minutes. Just one good look around, that's all. I'm not sure I'm ever coming back.
Oh, I wish you could have come an hour later after the furniture arrived.
Oh, don't worry. I have a marvelous imagination. Well, Corey, it's, beautiful.
You hate it.
No, oh no. It's a charming apartment. I love it.
You can't really tell like this.
I'm crazy about it.
It's not your kind of apartment. I knew you wouldn't like it.
But I love it. Paul, didn't I say I love it?
she said she loved it.
I knew I said that.
Do you really, Mother? I mean, are you absolutely crazy in love with it?
Oh yes, it's very cute. And there's so much you can do with it.
I told you she hated it.
Well, Corey, you don't give a person half a chance. At least let me see the whole apartment.
This is the whole apartment.
It's a nice large room.
There's a bedroom.
Oh, where?
1 flight up.
It's 4 little steps. See? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, split level. And where's the bedroom? Through there?
No, in there. That's the bedroom. It's really just a dressing room, but I'm going to use it as a bedroom.
Oh, that's a good idea. And you can just put a bed in there.
That's right.
How?
It'll fit. I measured the room.
A double bed?
No, an oversized single.
Oh, they're nice. And where will Paul sleep?
With me.
In an oversized single?
I'm sure you'll be comfortable.
I'm positive.
It's a wonderful idea. Very clever.
Thank you.
Except that you can't get to the closet.
Yes, you can.
Without climbing over the bed?
No, you have to climb over the bed.
That's a good idea.
Well, everything's just temporary. I mean, as they say in McCall's, it won't really take shape until the bride's own personality becomes more clearly defined.
I think it's you right now. What's in here? Oh, the bathroom. No bathtub. You really have quite a lot for one room. And where's the kitchen? Oh, there it is. Very cozy. I suppose you'll eat out a lot the first year.
We're never eating out. It's big enough to make spaghetti and things.
What things?
It's a dish I make called Things. Honestly, Mother, we won't starve.
I know, dear. I feel chilly. Is there a draft in here?
Stand over here, Mom.
What you need is a drink. Paul, why don't you run down and get some scotch?
Now?
Oh, no, not for me. I'll be leaving in a few minutes.
Oh, she's leaving in a few minutes.
She can stay for one drink.
There really is so much you can do in here. There's lots of wall space. What color are you going to paint it?
It's painted.
It's very attractive.
Wow, nearly 6.
Oh, I've got to go.
Not before you have a drink. Will you get the scotch?
Well, I suppose I could stay for just one drink.
Good. I'll get the scotch.
Button up, dear. It's cold out.
I've noticed that.
Oh, get some cheese.
Paul! Paul! Woo-hoo! I just want to give my fella a kiss and wish him luck. I think your new apartment is absolutely beautiful.
Well.
It's a perfect little home.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Then you do like it.
Like it? Where else can you find anything like this? For $75.63 a month.
Well, Corey, I'm so excited for you.
It's not exactly what you pictured, is it, Mother?
Well, it is unusual. Like you. I remember when you were a little girl, you always said you wanted to live on the moon. I thought you were joking. But what about Paul? Is he happy with all of this?
He's happy with me. I think that's the same thing. Why?
Well, I worry about you two. You're so impulsive, you jump into life. Paul is like me. He looks first.
He doesn't look, he stares. That's the trouble with both of you. Oh, Mother, you have no idea how I dreaded your coming up here. I was sure you were going to think I was completely out of my mind.
Why should you think that, dear?
Because it's the first thing I've ever done on my own, without your help.
If you'd wanted it, I'm sure you would have asked for it, but you didn't, and I understand.
I hope you do, Mom, because it's just something I had to do all by myself.
Oh, you mustn't think I'm hurt, Corey. I'm not hurt.
I'm so glad.
You mustn't think I'm hurt. I don't get hurt over things like that.
I didn't think you would.
Other things hurt me, but not that.
Good. Hey! Let's open my presents and see what I got. And you try to act surprised.
Well, you won't let me buy you anything. Those are just a few little things.
Ooh, what's in here? It sounds expensive.
Well, now, I think it's a broken clock.
Bet you cleaned out Lord and Taylor's gift department. I think I'm a regular stop on the delivery route by now.
Aunt Harriet was with me when I picked that out. She thinks I'm over here every day now.
You know you're welcome, Mother.
I said, why, Harriet? Just because I'm alone now, I said. I'm not afraid to be alone. In some ways, it's better to live alone, I said. But you can't tell her that. She thinks that a woman living all alone way out in New Jersey is just the worst thing in the world. It's not, I said. It's not the worst thing.
Hey, does this thing come with directions?
Well, if I'd known about this kitchen, it would have come with hot coffee.
Oh, Mother, you're an absolute angel. But you gotta stop buying me things. This is getting embarrassing. If you keep it up, I'm gonna have to open a discount house.
My pleasure, Corey. It's a mother's greatest joy to be able to buy gifts for her daughter when she gets married. You'll see someday. I just hope your daughter doesn't deprive you of that pleasure.
I'm not depriving you.
I didn't say you were.
Yes, you did.
Then why are you?
Because I think you should spend the money on yourself. That's why.
Myself? What does a woman like me need, living all alone way out in New Jersey?
It's only been 6 days, and you're just 5 minutes from the city.
Who can get through that traffic in 5 minutes?
Then why don't you move into New York?
Where? Where would I live?
I don't know where you'd live. The point is, you gotta start living for yourself now. Oh, Mother. The whole world has just opened up to you. Why don't you travel? You've got the time, the luggage. All you need are the shots.
Travel? Do you think it's easy for a woman of my age to travel alone?
You'll meet people.
I read a story in the Times. There was a middle-aged woman traveling alone who fell off the deck of a ship. They never discovered it till they got to France.
I promise you, Mother, if you fell off the deck of a ship, someone would know about it.
I thought maybe I might get myself a job.
Hey, that's a great idea.
What would I do?
I don't know. What would you like to do?
I'd like to be a grandmother. I think that would be nice.
A grandmother. What's your rush? You know, underneath that army uniform, you're still a young, vital woman. You know what I think you really need?
Yes, and I don't want to hear it.
Because you're afraid to hear the truth.
It's not the truth I'm afraid of hearing. It's the word you're going to use.
You're darn right I'm going to use that word. It's love.
Oh. Thank you.
A week ago, I didn't even know what it meant. And then I checked into the Plaza Hotel for 6 wonderful days. And do you know what happened to me there?
I promised myself I wouldn't ask.
I found love. Spiritual, emotional, and physical love, and I don't think anyone on earth should be without it.
I'm not. I have you.
I'm not talking about that kind of love. I'm talking about...
I know what you're talking about.
Well, don't you want to discuss it?
Not with you in the room.
So what are you going to do about it?
Right now, I'm going back to New Jersey, and I'm going to give myself a Tony home permanent. Corey, darling, I appreciate your concern, but I'm really very happy the way I am.
I'll be the judge of who's happy.
Oh, Paul, oh, you shouldn't have run just for me. And there's Aunt Harriet. I've got to go.
Oh, some visit.
It's just a sneak preview. I'll see you on Friday for the world premiere. Oh, Paul, oh, I'm so sorry. Goodbye, love. I'll see you on Friday. Thank you. Geronimo.
What is it? The stairs? The hole?
No.
The bathtub?
No.
Something new. Well, what?
Guess.
Oh, Paul, I can't guess. Tell me.
Oh, come on, Corey. Take a wild stab at it. Try something like all the neighbors are crazy.
Are all the neighbors crazy?
I just had an interesting conversation with the man down in the liquor store. Do you know, we have some of the greatest weirdos in the country right here in this house.
Really? Like who?
Well, like to begin with, in apartment 1C are the Boscos, Mr. and Mrs. J. Bosco.
Who are they?
Mr. and Mrs. J. Bosco are a lovely young couple who just happen to be of the same sex, and no one seems to know which one that is. In apartment 3C are Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez.
So?
I'm not through yet. Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez, Mr. and Mrs. Armendariz, and Mr. Calhoun, who must be the umpire. No one knows who lives in apartment 4D. No one has come in or gone out of there in 3 years, except every morning there are 9 empty cans of tuna fish outside the door.
No kidding. Who do you think lives in there?
Well, it sounds like a big cat with a can opener. And there are 1 or 2 normal couples in the building, but at this rent, we are not one of them.
Well, you have to pay for all this color and charm.
Well, if you figure it that way, we're getting a bargain. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Mr. Velasco, Victor Velasco. He lives in apartment 6A.
Where's 6A? On the roof?
Attic. It's an attic. He also skis and climbs mountains. He's 59 years old, and he's known as the Bluebeard of 48th Street.
What does that mean?
Well, it either means he's a practicing girl attacker, or else he's an old man with a blue beard. I'll say this, Corey, it's not going to be a dull 2 years.
Where are you going?
I am going to stand in my bedroom and work. I have got to pay for all this color and charm. If anything comes up, like the furniture or the heat, let me know. Just let me know.
Well, can't I come in and watch? Hey, Paul? Paul, I'm lonesome. I'm scared.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I hope I'm not disturbing you. I don't usually do this sort of thing, but I find myself in a rather embarrassing position, and I could use your help. My name is Velasco, Victor Velasco.
Oh, yes, you live in the attic.
Yes, that's right. Have we met?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, you see, I want to use your bedroom.
My bedroom?
Yes, I can't get into my apartment. I want to use your window. I'll just crawl up along that ledge.
Oh, did you lose your key?
No, I have my key. I lost my money. I'm 4 months behind in my rent.
Gee, that's too bad. I mean, it's right in the middle of winter.
Well, you will discover as time goes by in this middle-income prison camp that we have a rat fig for a landlord. You don't have any hot coffee, do you? I'd be happy to pay you for it.
No, I'm afraid not. We just moved in.
Oh, really? What are you, a folk singer?
No, a wife. They haven't delivered our furniture yet.
You know, of course, that you are unbearably pretty. What's your name?
Corey? Mrs. Corey Bradley.
Well, you are still unbearably pretty. I may fall in love with you by 7 o'clock. Oh, I see the rat fink has left that hole in the skyline.
Oh, yes, we just noticed that. But he'll fix it, won't he?
Well, I wouldn't count on it. My bathtub has been running since 1949. Tell me, does your husband work during the day?
Yes, why?
Oh, it's just that I'm at home during the day, and I like to find out what my odds are. Am I making you nervous?
Very nervous.
Good. Once a month, I try to make a pretty young girl nervous, just to keep my ego from going. But I save you a lot of anguish. I'm 57 years old and a thoroughly nice fellow.
Except I heard you were 59 years old. And if you're knocking off 2 years, I'm nervous all over again.
Not only pretty, but bright. I wish I were 10 years older.
Older?
Yes, dirty old men seem to get away with a lot more. I'm still at the awkward stage. Tell me, how long have you been married?
6 days?
In love?
Oh, very much.
Damn.
What's wrong?
Well, under the present state of my financial duress, I was hoping to be invited down soon for a free meal. But with newlyweds, I could starve to death.
Oh, well, we'd be glad to have you to dinner just as soon as we get fixed up.
Now, I hate generalizations. When?
When? How about Friday?
Perfect. I'll be famished. I hadn't planned on eating Thursday.
Oh, no. Wait a second. I can't. Friday night, my mother... Yes. Friday night will be just fine.
It's a date. I'll bring the wine. You can pay me for it when I get here. No, that reminds me. You are invited to my cocktail party tonight at 10 o'clock. You do drink, don't you?
Oh, yes, of course.
Good. Bring liquor. I see you tonight at 10.
If I don't freeze first.
Oh, you don't know about the plumbing here, do you? Well, everything in this museum works backward. For instance, there is a little knob there that says, important, turn right. So you turn left.
Oh, will you give me a boost up?
With the greatest of physical pleasure. 1, 2, 3, up.
No.
Okay.
Wait.
Corey, when are they going to get here with us?
I thought you said he works during the day.
Paul, this is Mr. Velasco. He was just showing me how to work the radiator.
Victor Velasco. I'm your upstairs neighbor. I'm 59 years old and a thoroughly nice fellow. Hello?
Mr. Velasco was just explaining that all the plumbing works backwards.
That's right. The important thing to remember is you have to flush up. And with that short bit of information, I make my departure. Don't forget tonight at 10, huh?
Well, what's tonight at 10?
Oh, thanks very much, but I don't think so. We're expecting our furniture any minute. Maybe some other time?
What's tonight at 10?
Well, I'll arrange it for you in the morning. I'm also a brilliant decorator. And don't forget, I insist you come.
Well, it's really very nice of you.
But I told you, I'm a very nice person. That's his why.
What's tonight at 10? Where's he going?
Oh, don't forget Friday.
What's he doing in the bedroom? What about Friday?
He's coming to dinner. Hello, operator?
Corey, that nut went out the window.
I'm calling West Orange, New
Corey,
Jersey.
did you hear what I said? There's an old nut out on our ledge.
53422.
Who are you calling?
My mother. On Friday night, she's going to have dinner with that old nut. Hi, Jessie. Yeah, will you tell Mother to call me just as soon as she gets dinner? Okay, lover. Start puckering your lips, because you're going to get kissed for 5 solid minutes, and then... Oh, hello, Mr. Munchin. I thought you were my husband. It was you. I thought I heard your voice.
and I came in together. Oh. Do you have to carry on an entire personal conversation with me on the stairs?
Well, I've got so many things to tell you, and I haven't seen you all day. And it takes you so long to get up.
Everyone knows the intimate details of our life. I ring the bell, and suddenly we're on the air.
Well, tomorrow I'll yell, "Come on up, Harry, my husband isn't home." Oh, wouldn't that be a gas if the whole building thought I was having an affair with someone?
Mr. Munchin thinks it's him right now.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what happened in court today? Was it Gump or Birnbaum?
Birnbaum.
Oh, Paul! Oh, darling, you won! Oh, sweetheart, I'm so proud of you. Oh, darling. Aren't you happy?
Birnbaum won the protection of his good name, but no damages. We were awarded 6 cents.
6 cents?
That's the law. They have to award you something. The court made it 6 cents.
Well, how much of that do you get?
Oh, nothing. Birnbaum gets the whole 6 cents. I get a going over in the office. From now on, I get all the cases that come in for a dime or under.
But you won, darling. That's all that counts. You're a good lawyer.
Some lawyer. So tomorrow I go back to sharpening pencils.
And tonight you're here with me. Did you miss me today?
No.
Why not?
You called me 8 times. I don't speak to you that much when I'm home.
Oh, you're grouchy. I want a divorce.
I'm not grouchy. I'm tired. I had a rotten day today. I'm a little irritable and cold and grouchy.
Okay, Grouch, I'll fix you a drink.
I couldn't think today. I just couldn't think. Moving furniture till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mr. Velasco moved. You complained.
Mr. Velasco pointed. I moved. He came in here, drank my liquor, made 3 telephone calls, and he ordered me around like I was one of the Santini brothers.
Temper, temper. We're supposed to be charming tonight.
Yeah, I got news for you. This thing tonight has got fiasco written all over it.
Why should it be a fiasco? It's just conceivable that they might have something in common.
Your mother? That quiet, dainty little woman in the Count of Monte Cristo? You must be kidding.
Why?
You've seen his apartment. He wears Japanese kimonos. He sleeps on rugs. Your mother wears a hairnet and sleeps on a board.
What has that got to do with it?
Everything. He skis. He climbs mountains. The only way to get into his apartment is up a ladder or along a ledge. I don't really think he's looking for a good cook with a bad back.
Well, the possibility of anything permanent never even occurred to me.
Permanent? We're lucky if we get past 7 o'clock.
There she is. Oh, now you've got me worried. Paul, did I do something horrible?
Probably.
Well, then do something about it. Don't answer the door. Maybe she'll go home.
Too late. I already buzzed. I could put a few Nimbatols in his drink. It won't stop him, but it could slow him down. Mom! Take your time! She's at Camp 3. She'll try the final assault in a few minutes.
Paul? Maybe we could help her.
What do you mean?
A woman puts on rouge and powder to make her face more attractive. Maybe we could put some makeup on her personality.
I don't think I want to hear the rest of this.
Oh, look, all I'm saying is we don't have to come right out and introduce her as my dull, 50-year-old housewife mother.
That wasn't the wording I had planned. What do you have in mind?
Something a little more glamorous. A former actress.
Corey.
Well, she was in The Man Who Came to Dinner.
Your mother in The Man Who Came to Dinner where? The West Orange PTA show?
No, on Broadway. And she was in the original Company of Strange Interlude, and she had a small singing part in Knickerbocker Holiday.
Are you serious?
Honestly, cross my heart.
Your mother an actress?
Yes.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
I didn't think you'd be interested.
Oh, that's fascinating. I can't get over it.
You see? Now you're interested in her.
It's a lie.
The whole thing.
I'm going to control myself.
What do you say? Paul? designer, the brains behind Anne Fogarty.
She's on her way up now.
A mystery writer under an assumed name.
Let's lend her my trench coat and say she's a private eye.
You're no help.
I didn't book this act.
What is she going to be, Paul?
She is going to be your mother, and the evening will eventually pass. It only means that the Birdman of 48th Street is not going to be your father.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Are you all right? You want some water?
Paul, in my pocketbook are some pink pills.
Pink pills.
Oh, I'll be all right. Just let me get my breath. Oh. Oh. I had to park the car 6 blocks away. And then it started to rain, so I ran the last 2 blocks. Then I put my heel through a subway grating. So I had to pull my foot out and I stepped in a puddle. Then a cab went by and splashed my stockings. If the hardware store downstairs was open, I was going to buy a knife and kill myself.
Here you go.
A martini to wash down a pill?
It'll make you feel better.
No. I had a martini at home. It made me sick. That's why I'm taking the pills.
You must be exhausted.
Oh, right now I just want to crawl into my bed and cry myself to sleep.
Here, Mom, have an hors d'oeuvre.
Oh, no, thank you, dear.
It's just blue cheese and sour cream.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that.
Corey, she doesn't feel like it. Maybe you'd like to lie down.
Now? She can't lie down now.
Corey's right. I can't lie down without my board. Right now, what I want to do is see the apartment.
Oh, that's right. You haven't seen it with its clothes on, have you?
Right. Yes. Oh. 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 Corey. Oh, Corey.
She doesn't like it.
Like it? It's magnificent, and in less than a week. My goodness, how did you manage? Where did you get your ideas from?
We have a decorator who comes in through the window once a week.
Come take a look at the bedroom.
Oh, yes, that's what I want to do. Look at the bedroom. Did you manage to get the bed in? Oh, it just fits, doesn't it?
Just. We have to turn in unison.
Oh, it looks very snug. And did you find a way to get to the closet?
Oh, we decided not to use the closet for a while.
Really? Don't you need the space?
Not as much as we need the clothes. It's flooded.
The closet flooded?
It was an accident. Mr. Velasco left his bathtub running.
Mr. Velasco. Oh, the man upstairs?
Then you know about Mr. Velasco.
Oh, yes. Corey had me on the phone for 2 hours.
Did you know he's been married 3 times?
Oh, yes. If I were you, dear, I'd sleep with a gun.
Well, there's just one thing I'd like to say about this evening.
Not before you have a drink. Come on, Mother, to toast our new home.
Well, I can't refuse that.
To the wonderful new life that's ahead of us all.
And to the best sport I've ever seen, your mother.
Oh. And to 2 very charming people that I'm so glad to be seeing again tonight. Your mother and father.
My what?
Your mother and father.
What about my mother and father?
We're having dinner with them tonight, aren't we, Corey? Isn't that what you said?
Is that right, Corey? Is that what you said?
Well, if I had told you that it was a blind date with Mr. Velasco upstairs, I couldn't have blasted you out of the house.
A blind date? With Mr. Velasco? The man that... Oh, good God.
You didn't even tell your mother?
I was gonna tell her the truth.
It's 1 minute to 7. That's cutting it pretty thin, isn't it?
Corey, how could you do that? Of all the people in the world.
I don't know what you're making such a fuss about. He's just a man.
My accountant is just a man. You make him sound like Douglas Fairbanks Jr.
He He looks nothing like Douglas Fairbanks Jr., does he, Paul?
No, he just jumps like him.
I'm not even dressed.
You look fine, Mother.
For Paul's parents, I just wanted to look clean. He'll think I'm a nurse.
Now, Mother, I promise you'll have a good time tonight. He is a sweet, charming, and intelligent man. If you just relax, I'm sure you'll have a perfectly nice evening. Besides, it's too late. He's here.
Oh, no.
Now, don't you get excited.
You could just say I'm the cleaning woman. I'll just dust the table. Just give me $5 and I'll leave.
Oh, no, you stay right here.
No, it's going to be fine, Mom.
And you smile. You're irresistible when you do. And finish. And finish your martini.
Do you have a lot of these?
As many as you need.
I'm going to need a lot of these.
Can I open the door?
Oh, wait a minute, Mother. Your hair in the back.
What is the matter with my hair? Paul, is there something wrong with
There's
my
a
hair?
man standing out there.
Oh, wait a minute now, Mother. The only thing I'd like to suggest is, well, just try to go along with everything.
What do you mean? Where are we going?
I don't know, but wherever it is, just relax and be one of the fellas.
One of the fellas?
I mean, don't worry about your stomach.
Oh, my stomach.
Can I open the door now, please?
Okay.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Velasco. Come on in.
Ho si male.
No, it's Paul.
I know, I was just saying hello in Chinese.
Oh, hello.
Corey, ravishing.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Ravishing, that's English.
Paul, would you like to do the honors?
Yes, of course. Mr. Velasco, this is Corey's mother, Mrs. Banks. Mother, this is our new neighbor, Mr. Velasco.
How do you do?
Oh, Mrs. Banks, I've so looked forward to meeting you. I invite your daughter to my cocktail party. She does nothing the entire evening but talk about you.
Oh, that must have been a dull party.
Not in the least.
Well, I mean, if she did nothing but talk about me, that must have been dull, not the party.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, is that for us?
Yes, I couldn't get the wine. My credit stopped. So instead, Knichi.
Knichi?
It's an hors d'oeuvre, Mother. Mr. Velasco makes them himself. He's a famous gourmet.
A gourmet, imagine.
Well, this won second prize last year at the Venice Food Festival.
Second prize?
Mr. Velasco once cooked for the King of Sweden, Mother.
Really? Did you work for him?
Oh, no, we belong to the same club.
Oh, the same club. Oh, of course.
It's a gourmet society. There are 150 of us.
All gourmets?
That includes the King, Prince Philip, and Darryl Zanuck.
Darryl Zanuck, too?
We meet once every 5 years for a dinner that we cook ourselves. In 1987, we are supposed to come to my house. Oh, we have just 30 seconds left.
Until what?
Until they are edible. The last 15 seconds, we just let them sit there and breathe.
They look marvelous.
When you eat this, you know, you take a bite into history. Knichi are over 2,000 years old. Not this particular batch, of course.
Wow, what a great smell. Mr. Velasco, would you be a traitor to the society if you told us what was in them?
Well, of course not. If caught, it would be punishable by having a cold salad at the dinner. But since I'm among friends, it's just bits of salted fish, grated olives, spices, and onion biscuits. Oh, ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mrs. Banks?
Oh, thank you.
What kind of fish?
Eel.
Eel?
That's why the time element is so essential. Eel spoils quickly. Mrs. Banks, you're not eating.
My throat is a little dry. Maybe it would be better if I finished my martini
Oh,
first.
no, that would never do. The temperature of Knichi is very important. It must be now. In 5 minutes, we throw it away.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want you to do that.
No, pop it.
I beg your pardon.
You must pop it. If you nibble at the Knichi, it tastes bitter. You must pop it like this, you see. Whew.
Oh, yes. Was that my martini?
No, my scotch.
Oh, my stomach.
The trick is to pop it right to the center of the tongue. That way it gets the benefit of the entire palate. Corey.
Well, here goes. How was that?
Perfect. You are the prettiest Epicurean I've ever seen.
Oh, no, thank you. I have a bad arm.
You can try it. You should try everything, right, Mr. Velasco?
Well, as the French say, at least once. Now, the bitter, right?
You know why, don't you?
I didn't pop, I nibbled.
Try another one and pop it.
No, thank you. I don't want to pop another one. Besides, I think we're over the 5-minute limit now anyway.
Taste is something that must be cultivated.
Oh, yes, I've often said that.
Well, are we ready to go out to dinner?
What do you mean? Are we going out?
We had a fire in our stove.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing. We just turned it on.
Mother, are you hungry?
Not terribly, no.
Paul, you're the host. Why don't you suggest someplace?
Well, how about Marty's on 47th Street?
Marty's, that barn? You get a cow and a baked potato. What kind of a suggestion is that?
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a trick question.
Tonight has got to be something special. Mr. Velasco. I'll bet you know someplace that's different and unusual.
Unusual? Yes, I know. A very unusual place. The best food in New York. But I'm somewhat hesitant to suggest.
Oh, please. What do you say, Mother? Are you feeling adventurous?
Well, you know me, one of the fellas.
See? We placed the evening in your hands.
A delightful proposition. For dinner, we go to the Four Winds.
Oh, the Chinese restaurant on 53rd Street?
No, the Albanian restaurant on Staten Island.
Staten Island?
Oh, doesn't that sound wild, Mother?
Oh, yes, wild.
Oh, I love it already.
Now, don't expect anything lavish in the way of decor, but Ouzo will take care of the atmosphere.
Who is Ouzo?
It's a Greek liquor, deceptively powerful. I'll allow you only one.
Oh, thank you.
Sounds perfect. Let's go.
It'll be murder getting a cab now.
Oh, I'll take care of the transportation. All you have to do is pick up the check.
Mother has her car.
Well, you see, my job is done. Mrs. Price?
Don't you wear a coat, Mr. Velasco?
Only in the winter.
But it's 35.
Well, at 25, I wear a coat. At 35. All right. Ready? My group stays close to me. If anybody gets lost, we meet at the United States Embassy.
What are you looking for?
My gloves.
You don't need gloves. It's only 35.
Oh, that's right. We're having a heat wave.
I feel good. I feel good. Except my tongue keeps rolling up. And when I talk, it rolls back out like a noisemaker.
Yeah, that's a good sign. It shows that the food was seasoned properly.
Tell me how to say it again.
Say what?
Waiter, there's a fly in my soup.
Oh, pupla, circa al macore.
That's right, okay. Circa, pupla al macore.
No, but what you said was, fly, there is a waiter in my soup.
Well, there was. He put in his hand to take out the fly. oh, I like the singer. I like the singer. Shama, shama, ella me que mama. What am I singing, anyway?
It's an old Albanian folk song.
Shama Shama. No kidding. What does it mean?
Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care.
How many zuzus did I have? Was it 3 or 4?
Oozos, 9 or 10.
Then it must have been 10 because I thought it was 4. How's my head going to feel in the morning?
Wonderful.
Yeah, no headache?
No headache, but you won't be able to make a fist for 3 days.
Yeah, look at that, as stiff as a board. What do they put in Uzu anyway?
I think it's starch.
Ah! We can play ping pong. Look at this, doubles.
There was something important we were supposed to do. What was it?
What was it? Oh, we're supposed to make coffee.
The coffee.
Yeah.
I make the coffee.
Okay.
What kind of coffee have you got?
Instant Maxwell House?
Instant coffee? If we make it, they will drink it.
Okay, don't you two go away. Shama, shama.
I feel like we've died. And gone to heaven. Only we had to climb up.
Struck down in the prime of life.
I don't feel really sick. Just kind of numb. And I can't make a fist.
Do you want to hear something frightening? My teeth feel soft. It's funny, but the best thing we had all night was the knichi.
Well, anyway, Corey had a good time. Isn't she, Paul? Don't you think that Corey had a good time, Paul?
Wonderful. Oh, poor kid. It's not often we get out to Staten Island in February.
She gets such a terrific kick out of living. have to admire that. Now, don't you? Paul?
I admire anyone who has 3 portions of poofla-poo pie.
What is poofla-poo pie?
Don't you remember? That thing that came in a turban.
I thought that was the waiter. I tried, Paul, but I just couldn't work up an appetite the way they did.
Oh, no, no. Mom, you mustn't blame yourself. We're just not used to that kind of food. You just don't pick up your fork and dig into a brown salad. You have to play around with it a little while.
Maybe I am getting old. I don't mind telling you, Paul, it's very discouraging. Anyway, I'll never make it through coffee tonight. I'm all out of pink pills.
Where are you going?
Home. I want to die in my own bed.
Well, what'll I tell him?
Oh, I don't know. Make up some clever little lie. Tell Corey I'm not really her mother. Anyway, she'll probably never want to see me again. Good night, dear. Oh, is the coffee ready?
I was whistling the Armenian national anthem and I blew out the pilot light.
So instead we will have flaming brandy. Corey, give everybody a match.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, dear. I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. It is a little late.
Mother, you're not going home. It's the shank of the evening.
Well, I know, but I have a 10 o'clock dentist appointment at 9 o'clock. And it's been a very long evening. Well, what I mean is it's late, and I've had a wonderful time. I don't know what I'm saying.
But, Mother...
Good night, darling. I'll call you in the morning. Good night, Paul. Good night, Mr. Velasco.
Good night, Paul. Good night, Corey.
Mr. Velasco, you're not going too.
Well, of course. I'm driving Mrs. Barks home.
No! I mean, oh, no. I mean, it's too late.
Too late for what?
Well, the buses, they stopped running at 2. How will you get home?
Oh, why worry about that now? I'll face that problem in New Jersey.
Oh, but it's a long trip. Isn't it a long trip, Corey?
Not really. It's only about 30 minutes.
But it's such an inconvenience. Really, Mr. Velasco, it's very sweet of you.
Victor.
What?
If we have to spend the rest of the evening together, it must be Victor.
Oh.
And I insist that the arrangement be reciprocal. What is it?
What is what?
Your name, Mother. It's Ethel.
Oh, yes, that's right, Ethel. My name is Ethel.
That's better. Are we ready, Ethel?
Well, if you insist, Walter.
Victor, it's Victor.
Victor.
Good night, Paul. Shama,
Shama,
Corey.
shama.
If you don't hear from us in a week, we are at the Hotel Nacional in Mexico City, room 703. Let's go, Ethel.
What does he mean by that?
I don't know, but I'm dying to find out. Will you call me in the morning?
Yes, around 6 o'clock.
Mister, this is going to be a fiasco tonight. He is taking her all the way out to New Jersey at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, that is what I call the complete gentleman. Do you know that he hasn't even given a thought to how he's going to get home? Maybe he'll sleep over. Hey, Paul, you don't think that... Oh, no, not my mother. Then again, you never know. Anything can happen with the Sheik of Budapest. Hey, I got a plan. Let's take a bottle of scotch downstairs and ring all the bells and yell police just to see who comes out of whose apartment. Paul? What's the matter, darling? Don't you feel well?
What a rotten thing to do to your own mother.
What?
Do you have any idea how she felt just now? Do you know what kind of a night this was for her?
It isn't over yet.
No, you didn't see her sitting there a couple of minutes ago. You were upstairs with that Hungarian Duncan Hines. Well, she was miserable. Her face was longer than that trip we took tonight.
She never said a thing to me.
No, she's too good a sport. She went the whole cockeyed way. Boy, oh boy. Dragging a woman like that all the way out into the middle of the harbor for a bowl of sheep dip.
It was Greek bean soup, and at least she tasted it. She didn't just jab at it with her knife, throwing cute little epigrams like, ho, 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 I think there's someone in there.
That's right. That's right. At least I was honest about it. You ate 2 bowls because you were showing off for Al Capone at the next table.
What are you so angry about, Paul?
I just told you, I felt terrible for your mother.
Why? Where is she at this very minute? Alone with probably the most attractive man she's ever met. Now, don't tell me that doesn't beat hell out of hair curlers in the Late Late Show.
Oh, yes, I can just hear it now. What fascinating, sparkling conversation. He's probably telling her about some chicken cacciatore he once cooked for the High Lama of Tibet. She's sitting there shoving pink pills in her mouth.
Never can tell what people talk about when they're alone.
I just don't understand how you can be so unconcerned about this.
Unconcerned? I am plenty concerned. Do you think that I am going to get one wink of sleep until that phone rings tomorrow morning? I am scared to death for my mother. But I am grateful that there is finally the opportunity for something to be scared about. What I'm really concerned about is you.
Me? Me?
I'm beginning to wonder if you're capable of having a good time.
Why? Because I like to wear my gloves in the winter?
No. Because there isn't the least bit of adventure in you. Do you know what you are, Paul? You are a watcher. There are watchers in this world, and there are doers, and the watchers sit around watching the doers do. Well, tonight, you watched, and I did.
Yeah? Well, it was a lot harder to watch what you did than it was for you to do what I was watching.
You can't even let your hair down for 1 minute. You couldn't even relax for 1 evening. Boy, Paul, sometimes you're
What? A stuffed shirt?
I didn't say that.
That's what you're implying.
That's what you're anticipating. I didn't say that you were a stuffed shirt. But you are extremely proper and dignified.
I am proper and dignified when? When was I proper and dignified?
All right. The other night at Delfino's, you were drunk, right?
Right, I was smashed.
There you are. I didn't know until you told me in the morning. You're a funny kind of drunk, Paul. You just sat there all night looking unhappy and watching your coat.
I was watching my coat because I saw someone else watching my coat. Look, if you want, I'll get drunk for you sometime. I'll show you a slob make your hair stand on end.
It isn't necessary.
Do you know? In P.J. Clark's last New Year's Eve, I punched an old woman. Don't tell me about
All right,
drunk.
Paul.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, when else? When else was I proper and dignified?
Always. You're always dressed right. You always look right. You always say the right things. You are very close to being perfect.
That's a rotten thing to say.
Do you know that I have never jacket? I always feel like such a slob compared to you. Before we were married, I was sure you slept with a tie.
Oh, no, just for very formal sleeps.
You can't even walk into a candy store and ask the lady for a Tootsie Roll. You have to walk up to the counter and point at it and say, I'll have that thing in the brown and white wrapper.
That's ridiculous.
And you're not. That is just the problem. Like Thursday night. You wouldn't walk barefoot with me in Washington Square Park. Why not?
Very simple answer. It was 17 degrees.
Exactly. That is very sensible and logical, and it isn't any fun.
Well, you know, maybe I am a little bit proper and dignified for you. Maybe you would have been happier with someone a little more colorful and flamboyant, like the geek.
Well, he'd be a lot more fun than a stuffed shirt.
I see. I thought you said I wasn't.
Well, you are now.
I am not going to listen to this. I am not going to. I have got a case in court in the morning.
Where are you going?
To sleep.
Now? How can you sleep now?
I am going to close my eyes and count Kenichis. Good night.
You will not go to sleep now. We're having a fight.
You have the fight. When you're through, turn off the lights.
Oh, that gets me insane. You can even control your emotions.
Listen, I'm just as upset as you are, but when I am hungry, I eat. When I am tired, I sleep. You eat and sleep too. Don't deny it. I've seen you.
Not in the middle of a crisis.
What crisis? We are just yelling a little bit.
You don't consider this a crisis. Our entire marriage hangs in the balance.
It does? When did this happen?
Just now. It is suddenly very clear to me, Paul, that you and I have absolutely nothing in common.
Why? Because I won't walk barefoot with you in the park in winter? You haven't got a case, Corey. Adultery, yes. Cold feet, no.
Don't you oversimplify this. I am angry. Can't you see that?
Corey, it is 2:15 in the morning. If I can get to sleep in about a half an hour, I can get about 5 hours sleep. I'll call you from court tomorrow. We'll fight on the phone.
You will not go to sleep now. You will stay here and fight to save our marriage.
If our marriage hinges on breathing fishballs and poof-la-poof-I, it is not worth saving. I am now going to crawl into our tiny little single bed. If you care to join me, we will be sleeping from left to right tonight.
You won't discuss it. You are afraid to discuss it. I married a coward!
Corey, would you bring in a pail? The closet's dripping.
Oh, I hate you! I hate you! I really, really hate you!
There is one thing I learned in court. You be very careful when you are tired and angry, because you may say something you will soon regret. I am now tired and angry.
And a coward!
And I will now say something I will soon regret. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe we have nothing in common. Maybe we rushed into this marriage a little too quick. Maybe love isn't enough. Maybe two people should have to take more than a blood test. Maybe they should be checked for common sense, understanding, and emotional maturity.
All right. Why don't you have that passed in the Supreme Court? Only those couples bearing a letter from their psychiatrist proving they're well-adjusted will be permitted to be married.
You're impossible.
You're unbearable.
You belong in a nursery school.
Well, that's a lot more fun than the home for the funny done.
All right,
oh,
Corey,
don't you
let's
touch me! Don't you touch me!
Corey, for Pete's sake,
I can't be in the same room. I can't even look at you anymore.
Why?
I just can't. Not when you feel this way.
when I feel what way?
The way that you feel about me.
Corey, you're hysterical.
I am not hysterical! I know exactly what I'm saying, Paul. It's no good between us. It never will be again.
Holy cow.
I'm sorry. I don't want to cry.
Oh, for Pete's sake, cry. Go on, cry.
Don't you tell me when to cry. I will cry when I want to cry, and I am not going to have my cry until you are out of this apartment.
What do you mean, out of this apartment?
Well, you certainly don't think that we're going to live here together, do you, after tonight?
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. I want a divorce.
A divorce? What?
I'm sorry, Paul. I can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Where are you going?
To bed.
You can't, not now.
You did before.
That was the middle of a fight. This is the middle of a divorce.
I can't talk to you when you're hysterical, Paul. Good night.
Corey, will you come back here? I want to know why you want a divorce.
I just told you. Because you and I have absolutely nothing in common.
What about those 6 days at the plaza?
6 days does not a week make.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means. I just want a divorce.
You know, I think you really mean it.
I do.
Do you mean that every time we have a little fight, you're going to want a divorce?
There isn't going to be any more little fights, Paul. This is it. This is the end. Good night.
Do you mean to say that Will you come back here?
Why?
Because I don't want to yell! All the way.
You afraid the crazy neighbors will hear us?
You're serious?
Dead serious.
You mean the whole thing? Going to court, shaking hands, signing papers, goodbye, forever, finished, divorced?
That's what I mean?
I see. Well, I guess there's nothing left to be said.
I guess not.
Right. Good night, Corey.
Where are you going?
To bed.
Don't you want to talk about it?
At 2:30 in the morning.
I can't sleep until this thing is settled.
Well, it might take 3 months. Why don't you at least take a nap?
You don't have to get snippy.
Damn it, I'm sorry. When I plan vacations, I'm happy. When I plan divorces, I'm snippy. Okay. Fine. You want to plan this thing? Let's plan it. You want a quick divorce? You want a slow, painful one?
I'm going to bed.
You stay right here. You get no divorce from me.
But you can try acting civilized.
Okay, I'll be civilized, but charm you are not going to get. Now, sit down, because there's a lot of legal and technical details to go through.
Well, can't you do all that? I don't know anything about legal.
Aha! Now I'm the doer, and you're the watcher. Right, Corey? Right? Isn't that right, Corey?
So this is what you're really like.
Yes! Yes!
All right. What do I have to do?
First of all, what grounds?
Grounds?
That's right, grounds. What is your reason for divorcing me? And remember, my failure to appreciate Kenichis will only hold up in a Russian court.
You're a scream, Paul. Why weren't you funny when we were happy?
Okay, how about incompatible?
Fine. Are you through with me?
Not yet. What about the financial arrangements?
I don't want to think.
Oh, but you're entitled. Alimony, property. What if I just pay the rent? $75.63 a month, isn't it?
Ha!
Yes, you can keep the furniture, the wedding gifts. I would just like to keep my clothes.
I hardly expected bitterness from you.
I'm not bitter. That's a statement of fact. You are always wearing my pajamas and my slippers.
Only after you go to work.
Why?
Because I like the way they smell. Never mind, it's stupid. I will sign over your pajamas and slippers.
If you like, you can visit them once a month.
Now that's bitter.
You're damn right it is.
You have no right to be bitter.
Don't you tell me when to be bitter.
Things just didn't work out.
They sure as hell didn't.
You can't say we didn't try.
Almost 2 whole weeks.
That's better than finding out in 2
Or
years.
20.
50.
Lucky, aren't we?
We're the luckiest people in the whole world.
I thought you said you weren't going to cry.
Well, I am. I am going to have the biggest cry I ever had in my life, and I am going to enjoy myself, because I am going to cry so loud that I am going to keep you awake all night long. Good night, Paul. I mean, goodbye.
All night long. How about a Tootsie Roll? 6 days does not a week make. I'm a liar. You work for a lousy 6 cents.
bless him.
Hello again.
How have you been?
Oh, fine. Fine, thanks.
Good. Our phone is out of order.
I know. I wouldn't be here for a social call.
Well, come on in.
Oh. Hey. Not bad. Not bad at all. You did a real nice job. Not bad.
Thank you. Do you know anyone who might want to rent it?
You moving already?
I'm looking for a smaller place.
Smaller than this? They're not easy to find.
I'll find one.
Well, let's see what the trouble is. It's dead.
Yes, I know. My husband killed it.
Oh. So, how you like married life?
Very interesting.
Well, after a couple of weeks, what's not interesting? Yeah, you know, it's always nice to see two young kids get started. A little trouble today, you see a couple of newlyweds, you figure there's still hope for the world. Who's that?
Him.
Your husband?
I suppose so. I wasn't looking. Dinner is served.
I have my own dinner, thank you.
Would you like some goulash?
No thanks. We're not allowed to accept tips. I'll be out of here as fast as I can.
Take your time. No one's rushing you.
Is there any beer in the house? I said, is there any beer in the house?
Would you like me to look?
There's no beer in the house.
That's my trouble. Beer. I'll go through 10 cans in a night. Beer.
My laundry come back today?
Good.
What does that mean?
It meant your laundry came back today. They stuffed your shirts beautifully.
Would you like a drink? I said, would you like a drink?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Right.
One more little screw here should do it. There, I'm finished. That didn't take too long, did it?
Oh, no, thank you very much.
Oh, listen, A&T's pleasure.
I'm sorry to keep bothering you like this.
Oh, listen, anytime.
Oh, well, I don't think we'll be needing you again.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be too sure. Phones keep breaking down now and then, but somehow they have a way of getting fixed. You know what I mean? Well, bye.
Are you going to stay here again tonight?
I haven't found a room yet.
You've had all day to look.
I've been very busy all day. I work during the day, you know.
You could look during your lunch hour.
I eat during my lunch hour. I look during my looking hour.
You could look tonight.
I intended to, but I'm coming down with a cold. I thought I'd just take a couple of aspirins and get right into the sofa.
I'm sure you could find some place. Why don't you sleep at your club?
It's not that kind of a club. It's a locker room with a handball court. To sleep there, I'd have to keep winning the serve. Look, does it really bother you if I stay here another couple of days?
It's your apartment, too. Get out whenever you want to get out.
Hello? Who? Yes, it is. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, yes, I am very interested. What's that, Thursday night? Well, I don't see why not.
Who is that?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock sounds perfect.
Who are you talking to?
I see. But tell me, how did you get my number?
Give me that phone.
I will not
Give me that.
call.
I said
It's
give
for
me the
me.
phone.
It's for me.
Hello, who is this? Who? No, madam, I'm sorry. We're not interested in bossa nova lessons. I'm glad we didn't have any children, because you're a crazy lady.
I will go where I want, and I will do what I want, and I am not going to stay in this house at night as long as you're here.
I see. All right, when would you like me out?
I want you out now, tonight.
Okay, fine. I will be out of here in exactly 5 minutes. Is that soon enough for you?
Not if you can make it 2.
You just can't wait, can you? You cannot wait until I am gone and out of your life.
Right. When do I get it?
Get what?
My divorce. When do I get my divorce?
How should I know? They didn't even send us our marriage license yet.
I'll get your jockey shorts.
You can leave the suits. I'll pick them up in the spring when they're dry.
Well, you'd better ring the bell, because tomorrow I'm getting a big dog.
A dog? Oh, fine. Now you'll have someone to walk barefoot in the park with. If that's Arthur Murray, say hello.
Hello? Yes, Aunt Harriet. No, Mother's not with me. No, I'm sure she left her about 2 o'clock in the morning.
What's wrong? What?
What is it?
Mother? My mother? Are you sure?
What is it?
No, my phone has been out of order all day. No, I don't know what could have happened.
What's the matter?
All right, Aunt Harriet, don't get excited. Yes, I will call just as soon as I hear.
What happened to your mother?
She didn't come home last night. Her bed wasn't slept in. Maybe I should call the police.
Oh, take it easy, Corey.
Don't you understand? Jesse, look, she wasn't in her bedroom this morning.
Well, maybe her back was bothering her. She went to sleep on the ironing board.
Oh, you stupid idiot. Didn't you hear what I said? My mother has been missing all night. My mother.
All right, let's not crack out now.
Will you go away? Just get out of my life and go away. I don't want to see you here when I get back.
Where are you going?
I am going upstairs to find out what happened to my mother. And don't be here when I get back.
Yeah? Well, I've got a big surprise for you. I'm not going to be here when you get back. Let's see how you like living alone. A dog. Oh, that's a laugh. Wait till she tries to take him for a walk. He'll get one look at those stairs, go right for her throat. Why don't you get a parakeet while you're at it so you can talk to him all night? How much can I spend for birdseed, Polly? Is a nickel too much? Well, fortunately, I do not need anyone to protect me because I am a man, sweetheart. An independent, mature, self-sufficient. God bless me. I probably got the flu. Oh, yeah, I'm hot, cold, sweating, freezing. Probably a 24-hour virus. I'll be all right tomorrow at 4:45. Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, pal. And thus it was written, some shall die by pestilence, some by the plague, and one poor schnook is going to get it from a hole in the ceiling. Oh, well, I guess that's it. Goodbye, leaky closet. Goodbye, no bathtub. Goodbye, hole. Goodbye, 6 flights. Goodbye, Corey. Don't I get a goodbye? According to the law, I'm entitled to a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now what is it? Is it your mother? Corey, what happened? Corey, for Pete's sake, what happened to your mother?
Corey! Corey! Please! Good morning, Paul.
Mother?
Corey, you've got to talk to me. There's a perfectly good explanation. Corey, you're not being fair. Paul, make her believe me.
Now you see, now are you satisfied? It's all right, Mother, I understand.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand at all.
As long as you're all right, Mother.
Paul, you've got to believe me. Oh, this is awful. Somebody believe me. Paul, where's Paul? Corey, I am going to explain everything. The bathrobe, the slippers, it's all just a big mistake.
Did he go? Did Paul leave?
It happened last night when I left with Mr. Velasco.
He was right. Paul was right.
It must have been the drinks. I had a great deal to drink last night. I had coffee, martinis, scotch, black bean soup, and oozes.
You don't have to explain a thing to me, Mother.
Oh, but I want to explain. You see, when I got outside, I suddenly felt dizzy, and I fainted. Well, I passed out in the slush.
I should have listened to him. This is all my fault.
Victor picked me up and carried me inside. I couldn't walk because my shoes fell in the sewer.
About these things every day.
He tried to carry us up here, but his beret slipped down over his eyes, and he fell down the steps. He fell into apartment 3C. I fell on his foot. They had to carry us
I
up.
thought that we would have a nice, sociable evening, that's all.
Mr. Amandares, Mr. Gonzalez, and Mr. Calhoun. They carried us up.
Just some drinks, dinner, coffee, that's all.
And then they put us down on the carpets. Oh, he doesn't have beds, just thick carpets. And then I fell asleep.
Paul was right. He was right about so many things.
And then when I woke up this morning, Victor was gone, and I was there in his bathrobe. I swear, Corey, that's the truth.
You don't have to swear, Mother.
Oh, but I want to tell you everything. I want you to believe me. I've told you everything.
Then where are your clothes?
That I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because you won't believe me.
I'll believe you.
No, you won't.
I will. Where are your clothes?
I don't know.
I don't believe you.
Didn't I say you wouldn't believe me? Oh, Corey, I just don't know where they are. I've never been so humiliated in my life.
No, Mother, don't blame yourself. It's all my fault. I did it. I did this to you.
And I had the most horrible dreams. I kept dreaming my fingers were falling off because I couldn't make a fist. Oh, God. Oh. I looked like someone they woke up in the middle of the night on the Andrea Doria. That's him. Don't let him in, Corey, please. I couldn't face him now. Not in his bathrobe.
All right, Mother. I'll handle this. You go in the bedroom.
Tell him I'm not here. Tell him anything.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I need some aspirin desperately. Hello, Ethel.
Hello? Victor? Mr. Velasco.
Did you hear what happened to us last night? Did you tell her what happened to us last night?
Why? What happened to us last night? Oh, you mean, what happened to us last night? Yes, I told her.
Did you know that my big toe is broken?
Yes. No. Oh, how terrible.
I have to wear a slipper for a month, only I can't find my slipper.
Oh, there they are. There are your slippers.
It took me 40 minutes to climb up the stairs. I'm going to have to hire somebody to pull me up that ladder. Please, Corey, I need about 300 aspirin.
A broken toe. Oh, how awful.
That's not the worst of it. I just had a complete examination. And guess what else I have?
What?
An ulcer from eating all that rich food. I have to take little pink pills like you.
Oh, dear.
You know something, Ethel? I don't think I'm as young as I think I am.
Why do you say that?
Well, isn't it obvious? Last night I couldn't carry you up the stairs. Now I can't eat rich foods anymore. I'm even thinking of dyeing my hair.
Oh, I think it's very nice.
Well, thank you. And so are you.
Thank you.
No, I mean it, Ethel. You are a very unusual woman.
Unusual? In what way?
It's a funny thing. I can hardly feel my big toe at all.
Unusual? In what way?
Oh. Well, last night, Ethel, I took a look at you. I took a long, close look at you. And do you know what you are?
What?
A good sport.
Oh, a good sport.
Well, I mean it, what you went through last night, a long trip out to Staten Island, the drinks, the strange food, being carried up to my apartment like that. And you didn't say one word about it.
Well, I didn't have much chance. I did a lot of fainting.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we both did, if you remember.
Mr. Velasco, where are my clothes?
Oh, your clothes. Oh, clothes here.
I'm sure I wore more than that.
That's a cleaning ticket. They're sending them up at 6 o'clock.
Oh, they're at the cleaners? When did I take them off?
Well, you didn't. You were drenched and out cold. Hey, Gonzalez took them off.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Not Mr. Gonzalez, Dr. Gonzalez.
Oh, Dr. Gonzalez. Oh, well. I suppose that's all right. How convenient to have an MD in the building.
Only he's not an MD. He's a doctor of philosophy.
Here's your aspirin.
Oh, thank you. I feel better.
I'll take them.
I have to go now anyway. I have to soak this foot every hour.
Oh, dear. Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Yes, there is. Would you like to have dinner with me tonight?
Me?
If you don't mind plain food.
I love plain food.
Good. I called the New York hospital for reservation. Pick me up in a few minutes. We have a glass of buttermilk before we go.
You know what? I bet I'm the first woman ever asked to dinner wearing a size 48 bathrobe.
Mother, can I talk to you for a minute?
I slept without my board last night. I just realized. For the first time in years, I slept without my board.
Mother, will you listen to me?
You suppose that ouzo is a Greek miracle drug?
Mother, before you go, there's something we've got to talk about.
Oh, how sweet, Corey. You're worried about me.
I'm not concerned about you.
Oh, look at my hair. What am I going to do about my hair?
I don't care what you do with your hair.
If he can dye it, why can't I? Do you think black would make me look too ethnic?
Mother, why won't you talk to me?
Because Victor is waiting. Why don't you and Paul just come with us?
That is what I have been trying to tell you. Paul isn't coming back.
What do you mean? Where did he go?
I don't know. Reno, Texas, wherever it is that men go to get divorced.
Divorced?
That's right, Mother, divorced. Paul and I have split up for good.
I don't believe it.
Why don't you believe it?
You and Paul?
Well, you just saw him leave here with his suitcase. What did you think he had in there?
Well, I don't know. I know how neat he is. I thought, maybe the garbage.
Mother, I believe you. Why won't you believe me?
Because in my entire life, I've never seen two people more in love than you and Paul.
Well, it's not true. It may have been yesterday, but it sure isn't today. It's all over, Mom. He's gone.
You mean he just walked out without a reason?
He had a perfectly good reason. I told him to get out. I did it. Me and my big, stupid mouth.
Well, it couldn't have been all your fault.
No. No. Because of me, you were running around without your clothes. And Paul is out there on the streets with a cold, looking for a place to sleep. Now, whose fault is that?
Yours. But do you want to know something, Corey, that may shock you? I still love you.
You do?
Yes. And Paul does, too.
And I love him. Only I don't know what he wants. I don't know how to make him happy. Oh, Mother, what am I gonna do?
Well, that's the first time you've asked my advice since you were 10. It's very simple. You just have to give up a little of you for him. You can't make everything a game. You have to take care of him and make him feel important. And if he does the same for you, then you will have a happy and wonderful marriage. like 2 out of every 10 couples. But you'll be one of the 2. Now go on, get your coat, and go on after him. I've got a date. Oh, Aunt Harriet is never going to believe a word of this. Oh. I wish I had my Polaroid camera.
Fine. Fine, thank you.
Paul, I was just going out to look for you.
Oh? Where were you gonna look?
Oh, I don't know. I was just gonna look.
Oh, well, you'll never find me.
Oh, Paul, I've got so much I want to say to you, darling.
So have I, Corey. I got all the way downstairs and suddenly it hit me. I saw everything clearly for the first time. I said to myself, this is crazy. Crazy. It's all wrong for me to run like this. And there's only one right thing to do, Corey.
Really, Paul? What?
You get out. Why should I get out? I'm paying $125 a month for this. You get out.
But I don't want to get out.
Oh, but I'm afraid you'll have to. The lease is in my name. I'll give you 10 minutes to pack your goulash.
Paul, your coat. Where is your coat?
Coat? I don't need a coat. It's only 2 degrees.
Oh, Paul, darling, are you all right?
You're dawdling, Corey. I want you out of here in exactly 10 minutes.
You are ice cold. You're freezing. What have you been doing?
What do you think I've been doing? I've been walking barefoot in the goddamn park.
Where is your foot? Are you crazy?
Nope. But guess what I am?
You're drunk.
Ah, you finally noticed.
You are lousy, stinking drunk.
Oh, gee, thanks.
And you're burning up with fever.
How about that?
You'll get pneumonia.
If that's what you want, that's what I'll get.
Oh, what I want is for you to get these shoes off.
I can't. My feet have swollen.
I never should have let you out of here. I knew you had a cold.
Hey, Corey, let's do that thing you said before. Let's wake up the police and see if all the rooms come out of the crazy neighbors. Okay, everybody up!
Will you shut up?
Everybody
Shut
up!
up now. You get in there and get into bed. Now you get into bed.
You get in first.
You're sick.
Not that sick. Come on, Corey, let's break my fever. Gee, you're pretty when you're mean and rotten.
Keep away from me, Paul. I'm warning you. I'll scream.
Shh. There's snow on the roof. We'll have an avalanche.
I think you have a fever.
Stand still, the both of you.
No, Paul. I don't like you when you're like this.
Open this door.
Yeah.
Of me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not you anymore. I want the old Paul back.
That fuddy-duddy?
He is not a funny dog. He's dependable and he's strong. me a nut. I want you to come down.
I'll come down when you said it again, loud and clear.
What? Anything, Paul, anything.
My husband.
My husband.
Paul Brenner.
Paul Brenner.
Rising young attorney.
Young attorney.
Is a lousy, stinking drunk.
He's a lousy, stinking drunk, and I love him.
And I love you too, Corey. Even when I didn't like you, I loved you.
Then please, darling, will you please come down?
I can't, not now.
Why not?
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, no. Paul, don't move. I am gonna come out and get you.
Would you do that, Corey? Because I'm getting panicky.
Yes, darling, yes, I'm coming.
Corey?
What?
Corey, where are you?
What, Paul?
Don't leave me.
Oh, no, you'll be all right, darling. You just hang on tight and try to stay calm.
Hal, what should I do?
Hal, what should he do? Sing.
Sing?
Sing, Paul. Yes, you keep singing as loud as you can until I get out there. Now, promise me you will keep singing.
Yes, I promise I'll keep singing.
But don't stop. Don't stop, darling, until I get out there. Oh, I love you, Paul. Keep singing, darling. Keep singing.
Corey, what song should I sing?